Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Peace on the Streets radio show, and I'm your host, Prince of the South.
Oh, and your girl, Mimi Mala.
All right, we got guests all over the place.
We have a full house. We got Wild Wealthy Wednesdays with Reshell Smith in the building.
What's up, Miss Smith?
How's everybody doing today?
Everybody's wonderful. AKA was in the house this
my
weekend.
sorority has taken over Orlando this week, baby.
It was good to see him. When I seen
I
the AKA,
love them, but I wanted to see Bill Gates because he got some big news for us today. I'll tell y'all about that later.
Oh, I can't wait.
I can't wait to hear about that.
I got to tell y'all about that.
Big Bill got the big news.
Big news.
Yes,
no.
indeed.
Yes.
So you guys already know this is one of our favorite Wednesdays. It's Wild Out Wealthy Wednesday with our girl, financial planner, CPA, CPR, all the CPs.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
What is it exactly, Reshell?
CFP. Certified Financial Planner.
That's right. And we have also a female DJ, Roxy, in the building. She's back here right
Really?
now.
Yes.
And let me just give a little
Roxy.
insight. She's here to learn knowledge financially with Reshell Smith, going to the back and talk business with her because she has her
Roxy.
own company going on.
All right now.
I love it.
This is what it's about, you guys.
That's hustlers.
Networking and everyone coming together, to network so we can all become better people and better
That's right.
business people.
Yes.
So,
Make sure you turn that TV on real quick, Prince.
Okay,
The WOKB.
gotcha.
Yeah, it's very important to network, collaborate, get together. I mean, if you see them doing it already, why not?
Yeah.
Why not go to them?
Absolutely.
You-
Why not?
You trust them.
Gotta go. Hey, and y'all keep talking about recession. I mean, we gotta get prepared for that if that happens.
True.
If that's gonna happen.
Ain't
I
that
don't
happening
know.
already? I mean, dang.
I
I feel like it.
I feel like we're in the moment right now.
You feel like it, but I see that you all are still shopping and bopping and
I mean,
hopping.
listen,
Well-
the ladies at the strip club said they hurting.
That's
know
our
it's
measuring
bad.
stick.
That's how
Strip
you know
club.
it's
Hey, what you know about that? Let me find out.
I heard from a friend. Allegedly.
it's dollar bills now. Ain't nobody making it rain right about now, man.
Ain't no 20s
No
in the club
20s
right now.
falling
Please
out.
don't get
They
Prince
throwing
started on the
quarters
strip
right
clubs
now.
because
They
Please
making
don't.
it
he
hell.
won't
We
stop.
just started. Don't
Yeah,
get
he
us
won't
started.
stop. So we got also Tamika in the building, and Tamika's a recording artist, guys. I mean, originally like the Faith Evans
What?
back in the day, the SWV.
All right.
Tamika, man, come
What's up,
on.
Tamika?
I'm telling you guys, when she sings, you get goosebumps. I want to see her in concert. That's how amazing she is.
That's
We
what's
went
up.
to karaoke last night, real quick. How do you bring me to karaoke with recording artist? Like, don't you think they're gonna blow me out the water?
Y'all.
No, they did. I
yeah.
felt like I was in a concert. I was with Miss Frida, that's a gospel singer, which I'm trying to bring in our show. And then you had Tamika and standing ovation. How can you go after them? You know,
Right. It's hard to do.
Because you're just kind of playing around, right?
I'm playing around. I'm enjoying I wanted to see them.
Yes.
That's where I came. I really wanted to see them get in and their music atmosphere, you know.
Okay.
And they did. It was amazing. I was the biggest fan. But to go right after them,
You got to do like Tina Turner and just
I mean,
kinda-
I played it safe. I sung an alternative song. It kept it safe, rock and roll. That's how I kept it safe.
That's what's up, you guys. So we're going to hear from her tonight, you guys. We're going to talk to Mrs. International World, Mrs. Angela.
Yep.
And so we got a full show, you guys.
Yes.
So keep it locked to Peace on the Streets radio show. I got to get a song in. And plus we have another in-house guest. She's running Cynthia Harris.
Yes.
She's a politician. She's trying to run, and she's letting us know what she's going to do for us in case she's elected. So you guys, keep it locked to Peace on the Street radio show. I don't know about you all, but it's time for some love songs.
Come on.
Right here on Peace on the Street.
Woo!
How you doing, Reshell Smith?
I'm wonderful. How you doing?
I am doing wonderful. What do you have for us today?
Ooh, I got a few things. The first thing is, we'll get to keep you broke in a second, but I want to tell you guys about Mr. Bill Gates. Everybody knows about Mr. Bill Gates, right? Mr. Microsoft, co-founder of Microsoft.
Correct.
He wants to come off the wealthy list.
How?
He doesn't want to be on the list anymore.
He just doesn't maybe want to be like publicized on a list.
He doesn't want to be on the list. He wants to come off the list. So, guess what he did?
What'd he do?
But
He
bro,
donated
no way.
What you say?
20
Billion?
billion with the B to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and of course, they donate big. They donate in other countries. They donate big. So he donated He pledged to donate the vast majority of his wealth to his foundations. And then they did that. They talked about that 20 years ago. He said, quote, I will move down and eventually off of the list of the world's richest people.
That's awesome.
I have an obligation to return my resources to society in ways that have the greatest impact for improving lives. I hope others in positions of great wealth and privilege will step up in this moment
Oh my
too.
gosh, first time I heard a billionaire actually say this.
Unbelievable.
Honestly.
He says he wants to get off the list. I mean, he has everything he needs, right?
Yeah.
Life and
Him, his
He's
kids,
sick
his
of money.
grandkids.
yeah, he's sick of money, right? 20 billion with a B.
That's
Oh
nuts.
my
He even has that
goodness.
much to
Is
give
that
away.
nuts?
Come
That
on.
is crazy.
If you get all the billionaires to do this, I think we'll end world, at least United States poverty.
And
Hopefully.
I didn't say millionaire. I said
Billion.
B.
Yeah, exactly.
Billionaire.
20 B.
It would be interesting
Wow.
to like follow up with that money and see how it gets spent.
Yeah,
you
I mean
know?
they do a lot
That's a
now
lot
with
of
getting
money.
vaccines to other countries and helping with. I think they have water or some
Who's the
clean
CEO
water.
of that foundation?
Reshell Smith. You got to put it out there.
I know that's right.
you know.
I touch and agree with
Yes,
you.
thank you. Let's go into prayer.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if he's just the CEO and he just gave that $20 billion to himself?
I don't
Like,
think
that
he
be
would
funny.
because what is he needed for?
I mean, I don't
at
know.
this point.
Rich people do rich people stuff.
Yeah, they
I don't
do.
trust them. I don't
They
trust
do.
anything
They
they
do.
do. Anything
But
they
guess
do, I'm
what?
like, I'm skeptical,
We're
bro.
trying to get rich
But-
because guess what we're gonna do now?
What are we
We're
gonna
gonna
do
talk
now?
about things that
That'll
keep
keep
you
you
broke.
Let's
Oh,
go.
let's
I
go.
love this.
This is my
Let's
favorite
go.
part right here.
Let's go.
I've made
the
so much
first
money on this.
thing
Let's go.
that keeps you broke, blaming on who's blaming on the alcohol, blaming on the alcohol,
That keeps us broke.
baby.
Ooh, you
Alcohol wine sales went up during the pandemic, not down. They went, they went up.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Makes
not
sense.
only they go up,
Yeah.
now there are subscriptions where you can have a monthly subscription so you can get your bottles of wine every month,
Yep.
1 bottle, 2 bottle, whatever. There are restaurants like Cooper's Hawk. You can
Yes.
become a member and
Yes.
they have wine. So alcohol, if
True.
it is overdone
Can't-
and not in moderation,
It will keep
keep
you broke.
All that Hennessy, Crown Royal,
Hennessy,
and popping
Crown.
bottles at
All
the
of it.
club.
Yeah,
But
You know
they
what?
deliver now.
And not only is it gonna keep you broke, it's gonna kill your gains, boys. So if you're trying to get buff, can't be drinking.
You
So-
can't
If I'm not-
not drink.
If
Yeah,
I'm not
do it.
mistaken, they deliver it to your home now. Alcohol.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's a couple apps for that.
I'm sure. The other thing that will keep you broke, Dollar Tree.
No,
Dollar Tree.
not Dollar
Dollar
Tree.
Tree. Well, first of all, it's not Dollar Tree anymore.
Dollar
It's
Tree.
$1.25 Tree.
Yeah.
But that's
Really?
one of those places that you
Inflation.
go in and you're like, oh, I'm just going to go in here and get a card for
Word.
somebody. It's $1.25. Guess what you come out with?
20
Cards, water, chips,
Uh-huh.
snacks.
Yeah.
She's over here shaking her head. Join in on this. Ziploc
Why you
bags,
attacking me?
aluminum foil.
Right. Them
Toothpaste.
trees to
I feel
hang in
called
your
out.
car.
Yes,
All of that.
yes, car stuff. Dollar
Oh,
Tree,
man.
we love you.
Yeah.
You were $1 last year. You went up 25%
Oh.
to $1.25. You went up 25% on us. That's over inflation, right?
Yes, it
You
is.
went up
Yeah,
25% of us. So you want to keep
Us
us
broke.
Dollar Tree.
Dollar
Stop.
Tree. And the last thing, it goes along with alcohol. Cigarettes and beer at the convenience store.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I agree with that. Yeah.
How much
killer.
are cigarettes right now? Like,
Is it
$15
$10?
a pack. Hell, I don't know.
I think it's 10. Send some
It's
change.
up there.
It's $7.85 plus tax. It's come to like $8.83, $8.63, something
How do you
like
know?
that.
Something like that.
I'm just saying. I see $7.99 when you go in there. It said the Newport $7.99.
They do got
so
them up
about
there.
I had a hard day at work. I'm going to stop by the convenience store, get me some gas. I get up, I go grab a beer and a pack of cigarettes.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I
That
don't
is $10 together.
That's
it
right.
is,
And they need that daily.
Yeah.
Daily.
So you do that 10 times 7, that's $70 times 4. That's $280 a month.
Come on.
Easy.
On cigarettes.
Come on.
And beer.
And no, that didn't even include the bill.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
And
so-
the very, very, very last thing that maybe some of us suffer from that will keep
You broke.
Procrastination.
Oh, yeah.
Stunting in front.
Procrastination. Like, I'm getting
That's a
ready to
bad
go
one.
do this, and you don't do it. Oh, what about this? Hey, sign up for this app. You got 7 days to try it out. After the 7 day, cancel it, or we'll charge your car. If you procrastinate, guess what happens? Your car gets charged. If you don't call them to cancel it out, that's 1 month, and then you forget about it. That's 2 months, and you forget about it. Procrastination will keep you broke.
Now, these are some of the things that would keep you broke. Dollar Tree, wine, cigarette, marijuana, all kinds of
I didn't say marijuana.
We're just gonna
But
throw it in
marijuana,
there
we'll just throw it in there.
It'll keep you broke. So y'all keep it locked to Peace on the Street radio show. I hope you guys took our helpful hints and wrote them down, you guys. And you know what? In 2000,
Unwealthy Wild Wine Wednesday.
I don't want to be broke. That's one of my favorite jams. If you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight, baby. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite songs by Bobby Womack. So we have a special guest in. Her name is Cynthia Harris. She is a politician. Well, she said she's not a politician. How you doing today?
She said she's an advocate.
She's an advocate.
That's right. Yep. Make sure her mic is up the green. Cynthia, you brought us some sweets as well.
Yes, I did.
Please explain your gift to our audience.
Okay, so that's a chocolate shoe.
That's mine, right?
That's cute.
Thank you.
So cute. It was actually his Father's Day gift, but he took off to Memphis. So, yeah.
She told me she had made me one, and I guess the grandbabies probably ate that one, huh?
And if you guys want to see this, go to WOKBradio.com. You guys can see and hear us live on the website.
Thank you for all the sweets that you brought in, and Nikki's sweets. we sweets out up in this jungle.
Well, you should be bouncing off the wall tonight.
Yeah. Yes.
Not to mention, you are lady women out. There's nothing but almost women in this studio right
Hey,
now.
I ain't got a problem with that.
I know you don't.
You know what I'm saying?
He don't have a problem with that because he said for many years as my client, if the Lord take women off the earth, what's the purpose of me living? What am I
Take
living
me
for?
immediately.
Immediately.
I do not want to be around here left here with a bunch of ugly men. Talk about women, and some of them looking like women. No thank you.
Lordy.
Cynthia Harris,
Yeah.
what you gonna do for us in case you win? And what seat are you running for?
I'm currently running for Orange County Commissioner for District 6.
Come on, Cynthia.
All right,
Come
now
on.
congratulations.
Cynthia, can you tell us for our listeners, what area is District 6?
Okay, so on the northern border, there's Silver Star Road.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're traveling on the western side, it's Hiawassee.
Yes.
When you take it a little bit further on the southern portion of it, it goes almost to Land Street, just past Sand Lake.
Okay.
And then when you're traveling on the eastern border, it would be Orange Blossom Trail. So any of those neighborhoods within those boundaries, the Paramore community, Holden Heights, Pine Hills, just a small portion of it, portion of Metro West, Carver Shores, Malibu, Richmond Heights, Johnson Village, Washington Shores, a little bit of Oak Ridge, Tangelo Park, I-Drive corridor.
Okay. And
Wow.
who are you running against?
Well, there are 7 of us in this race.
Okay.
It is an open seat. It's currently held by Victoria Siplin.
Mm-hmm.
She's termed out, so she won't be able to run for that seat
Okay.
this year. I don't really talk about my opponents
I don't
Okay.
blame you.
Okay.
because I advertise Cynthia Harris.
Come on.
And
That's
so,
beautiful.
So there are 7 of us
Okay.
in this race, and 1 guy out of the 7.
Okay. Okay. There it is.
Cynthia, what do you want to change in our community?
Well, not necessarily do I want to change anything. Basically, I'm running because we have been fighting for so long for the things that we should already have. And why are we still fighting for them? Mm-hmm. Well, part of it is because we don't have the proper leadership.
Okay.
We have elected people that look like us, that's not for us. They've made promises, and we're still fighting the fight for things that we should have, like adequate housing, safe transportation, better jobs. What's so disheartening for me is when a job fair comes to our community and they're low-wage jobs. We have to understand, or we have to get in the mindset to keep in mind that there are educated people who live in our district that have degrees and they have skills other than McDonald's. Not to say that that's a bad thing, but that shouldn't be the only thing you offer me in a job fair.
Wow.
So, being a certified financial planner, which I was just announced as one of the top 100 advisors for financial literacy.
Come on,
Yeah,
Reshell.
check it out.
Yes.
So, being that, you talked about the mindset. Is it the mindset of the politicians, which you are not, or is it the mindset of the community that we have to change? Because I'm an advocate for putting financial literacy, economic empowerment, webinars, teachers who can teach people in high school about finances and running the community and those things. So how can we divide up that responsibility between the community and those in leadership?
Well, we have to plant better seeds. If you plant a rose seed, you'll get a rose. If you plant a cactus, that's what you're going to get.
Yeah.
So both of them have value, but you have to utilize that value and make it into a positive thing so that it's sustainable for both you and the rest of the people that are in the community. We have to stop being cactus. We have to be roses, and we have to spread the love as we're roses. So often when our community is depicted by the media, and we are often guilty of doing it ourselves. For instance, Pine Hills. You've heard the term crime hills.
Yes.
Well, I'm from Malibu. I would never depict Malibu Groves as one of the worst places to be. I make Malibu sound like Rodeo Drive because it is to me. I live there. I see the beauty in it. I know what it was like before. I know what it is like now. I know what it can be. And if we don't uplift ourselves and we don't have other people uplifting us, then we'll continue to be the cactuses and the bushes, dried up bushes with no water and nowhere to go.
Awesome. I would say if you would tell us 3 things that you are going to do to make those communities roses and transition from being a cactus to a rose.
Well, I've already started doing that somewhat. I started out with my own community. So, you have charity begins at home. So 6 years ago, I brought $7 million into the community.
Okay.
Did not ask for county or city funding to do it. What we ended up doing is partnering with companies like Habitat, Universal Studios, Wells Fargo. They contributed money so that we could revitalize our community. So 67 houses prior to the pandemic. They got new roofs. They got water heaters. They got electrical breaker boxes because our houses are over 50 years old. My neighborhood is 56 years old, 57 years old. And so just imagine a home that's been there that long and it's still got the original appliances and the original electrical water heaters and breaker boxes. And those things are fire hazards and they need to be brought up to code. Absolutely. So now that the pandemic is over, I hope to continue those partnerships so that we can continue to revitalize and re-elevate the community.
Okay. Nice.
So that's number one.
Yep.
Transportation. As you know, you've probably heard that there's a sales tax proposed in the November ballot. I'm not in agreement with that sales tax.
Okay.
Although it sounds good when you say it real fast, the sales tax starts at 7.5% and it caps at $5,000. Well, how many people spend more than $5,000 to get that break? Rich people. So it penalizes the poor, in my opinion. Also, there are 13 municipalities in Orange County. 11 of the municipalities are participating in this sales tax if it passes. 2 of them are Reedy Creek and Disney because they don't need the money. What happens is your 7.5% sales tax revenue, 10% goes to all the municipalities. That's not fair to us. All the municipalities are participating. Links travels through all of the municipalities throughout Orange County. They should be putting into the pot, not taken away. Once again, penalizing the poor to benefit the rich. So the language in it is very poorly written. There's nothing in there that says that this is going to directly benefit District 6, because we always ask for equality, but we don't get the equity. And so when there's no equity, there's no equality. So when you're talking about funding, Links received $50 million last year. Where did they spend that money? Did you see any results in the last year? Last May is when they got that money. So here it is, May again. You've not seen any kind of adequate changes to our district. Darren Soto and Val Demings, they're congressional members. They brought back $300,000 back in February. That money was earmarked for Cimarron. I live in District 6 on the west side of town. How does that benefit me and the people who live there? It doesn't, because that's designated money.
Right.
So if the language was a little bit different, where there was something in there that said specifically that District 6 is going to benefit, then I would be on board with it, because I know for sure that you've put something in writing to make me feel comfortable about transportation. Otherwise, once elected, I'll just work with our congressional leaders, our state senate, and our state reps to bring that money back. Because we have to. So often I hear people say, oh, well, that's what they do. That's what they always do to us. Only because we let them. And we need to stop letting them do things to us. We need to hold people who are in these leadership positions accountable.
That's right.
People don't understand that this is the only job where, if you've never been a CEO or a manager, this is your role in voting. You are the CEO. This is your power. This is your voice. You're in charge. Too often they've made their roles and the mindset make us think that they are in charge of us.
That's right.
But we hire and fire.
That's right.
Do we need a song?
That's right.
No, we don't. We
Okay.
need to. We got to wrap it up. We got to get her back in again.
Absolutely.
man.
Right here on Peace on the Streets Radio Show.
Ow!
All right, we got to wrap this segment up. I mean, this hour went by shot fast.
Yeah.
Come
You know,
on.
on Wild Out Wealthy Wednesday. What you got for us, Reshell?
That's right.
Give us
You
all
know,
your contact and all
We're
that
going
good
to
stuff.
close out. I didn't give you guys a quiz for today, but I got to give you one. Don't
do
cheat,
it.
Anil. Don't
Let's do
cheat.
it.
One for inspiration.
Woo!
All right.
Hit
I
it.
want you to be inspired.
Mm.
All right? All right.
All right. All right.
What percent of adults in the U.S. admitted to living paycheck to paycheck in 2019?
80.
Wait,
Is it
get the multiple.
Okay.
59%, 63, 75, or 89%?
Wow.
What percent of adults admitted to living paycheck to paycheck in 2019? I didn't say
89.
what it is. I said how many admitted.
Right.
89.
What were the
Okay.
50?
59,
63.
63, 75, or 89.
89 for
What do you
me.
say,
I'm
Roxy?
feeling 63.
75. Roxy says 75. I'm going to say 59. Tamika?
63.
63.
And the winner is me.
59.
Only 59 admitted it.
59
Doesn't
admitted
mean
it,
that the
yeah.
rest of them
Right,
aren't, but only 59 admitted it. Okay, last one.
Makes sense.
Every household in the U.S. with a credit card carries an average credit card debt of $3,500, $8,400, $9,600. What's the average for every household in the U.S. with a credit card? The average credit card debt is $3,500, $8,400, or $9,600.
That's tough. So is that
35.
like the credit card debt of the whole household?
Average household.
Okay, so that's more than just one person. So that's everybody in the
That's
household.
everybody in the house. Mama, daddy.
So what was those
daddy,
options again?
Mama, or however you want to put it.
Well,
3,500, 8,400, 9,600.
8,400, maybe 9,600. I'm gonna go with 84.
84.
That's high, man.
35.
35.
I'm gonna say the same thing. 35.
35.
35.
96.
35?
Somebody go with 96.
Yep, 35.
That's pretty high. Maroxy, what you
It's
say?
the whole household.
How about
36.
And the
think,
winner
Cynthia?
is Neo.
So it's
8,400. It's up there.
Yeah, it's
It
up
is
there.
I was
up there.
hoping it wasn't that.
It
It's
has
up
to be.
there.
When it's everybody in the house, I
It's
mean,
up
you know,
there.
people got 3,400
It's
by
up
themselves.
there.
One person. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's
You're right.
up there. Make sure you all check in with me. I'm on every social media platform at Reshell Smith. Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram at Reshell Smith. You can email me. Consultations are complimentary 15 minutes. Complimentary 15 minutes. After that, the clock starts ticking.
Ow.
Contact me 407-765. What's my phone number? Contact me. Info at ReshellSmith.com because I forgot my phone number just
There
that
you go.
quick.
Rochelle, we got 407-924.
That's my cell. That's not my work.
Bust her up.
ReshellSmith.com. Go there and all my information is there.
ReshellSmith.com.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rochelle Smith for Wild Wealthy Wednesday.
Thank you, Michelle. Let's go, y'all. Welcome back, you guys, to Peace on the Streets radio show. I'm your host, Prince of the Side.
Oh, your girl Mimi, and we got.
And yo, Leva, what's up, everybody?
Oh, and we also.
And I'm Tamika Joy.
Tamika in the building, recording artist in effect.
How you doing, Tamika?
I'm good.
She
How
blinged
are
out.
you?
That's what she doing.
Hey.
Blinking
She
today.
bright.
Does she look like a superstar?
I love it.
Hey.
So Tamika, tell us a little bit about you.
Okay. Well, they call me the woman of many hats because not only am I, a recording artist, I'm a mom of 6. I'm a wife. I am an author. I am the president and founder of STARS, which stands for Shining Through Adversity, Reaching Success Performing Arts Program, where we are a 501c3 nonprofit. And so I reside in Maryland, and I brought some Maryland, D.C., and Virginia, not only kids but adults down here to be a part of the Orlando International Film Festival. And so they got to come down here to perform, and not only perform but just learn how to travel, learn how to network, just get that experience. I'm also a business owner of Joy's Beauty Bar, where we focus on the inside more than outside. Just so many other things, but that's me.
Super busy.
She's, and let me say, I met Tamika on podcast and through Zoom. And during that meeting, we've accomplished so much such a short time that we became a part of OIFF, which is a big deal. How was your experience there? Do you think it was worth it? Tell the people in Orlando.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I coordinated it.
Come on! Come on! So it's a 5-day event, and we have different coordinators that are running it. And it's trusted by Dr. Alexander.
Absolutely.
And within her trust, she allowed us to be there. Mm-hmm. So we were able to do things that we were able to manage. I brought my Peace on the Streets kids in, and they performed with your kids.
Right.
And I've helped Teen Summit, where I was a speaker. And you helped, basically unfold all of this to bring to Orlando. You literally came from Maryland just to support us in Orlando.
That's
Nice.
right.
And not to mention your recording artist. She's insane.
You have a great voice. It's like ASMR, It's like I feel like I'm listening to a bedtime story.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. That's dope. How did you start doing the organization for this event? How did you come about it?
Stars.
How did STARS come about? Well, I have a good friend that we both live in Maryland, and he met Dr. Alexander, who is the president founder of the OIFF, and I was just coming down to be the singer for. I was going to sing the Black National Anthem at the ribbon cutting for the mayor, and that turned into more other hats because
it was needed.
Nice.
And so I started to reach out to people that I knew that could be able to make it happen, and no one let me down.
Come
That's what's
on.
up.
But as a
That's
strong
what's up.
leader, your
Nice.
communication is
Yeah.
insane. And you don't sleep, Tamika. It's insane. I was blessed with having an opening prayer for the city officials. I've never done that before. I literally was told on the spot, you're opening up with a prayer.
Nice.
It was awesome experience because like you feel the people, they feed you, and I was able to deliver so beautifully and so fast. So it's the atmosphere, guys. I met so many people. We met Muhammad Ali Jr.
Yeah.
We met
Nice.
celebrity Bobby Wilson. We met like strong producers and directors that make things happen and have films that are out there right now. I am so honored just to be around greatness and more to come. And we are now, and I gotta announce this. We are now we had a ceremony, guys, for us that we are now a part of Lions Club International.
Yes,
Oh my
sir.
gosh!
He's on the street.
This is
Let's
serious,
go.
guys. Tamika, can you give a background of the Lions Club International?
Yes, so certainly we were blessed with the presence of the international president, Mr. Douglas Alexander, today and yesterday. He was is a past. He's the past president, but he was the first Black president of the International Lions Club, and so it is an honor to be a part of this, which is an organization that just loves to serve. They just love to help when disasters come along, when people having different events. They're there to be servants, to
That's dope.
pass out lemonade, or getting
Special Olympics they work for.
Yeah, different things that just organizations they represent and try to be a help. So that's what I do, period. I don't do outside of the Lions Club, so it just made more sense, especially when they are all over the world.
Come on, guys.
facts.
There's 1.4 million Lions Club involved
Yeah.
internationally.
Yeah,
And I went to this meeting, this dinner. Thank you, Tamika. Thank you. Your ladies got me involved when I went to the meeting, and I saw how strong and powerful they were. Most of them are over 40. And by hearing their stories and what they've done, the millions of dollars they brought in to the table, 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds, it's like a high society, to be honest with you. And if you're part of this, when you go to meetings, they're there, they show up, they help. It's like your colleagues, what you have right now in business.
Right.
They show up. They don't sit there being like, if I'm not getting paid, I'm not going.
Right.
No. They volunteer and go in because what they do is they support you on your projects, on your avenues.
Right.
They sponsor you. I was sponsored by Dr. Alexander.
Nice.
I didn't think I was going to be even have a ceremony within myself. I was here to support them, and to hear that they wanted the younger generation. I did register. They just grabbed me in immediately with these beautiful ladies and just did a ceremony about me. They pinned me. So the president just pinned my collar
Oh,
right
my
here.
goodness.
Where I literally cried and I had tears in my eyes because we're a part of a high society, which we do now, Tamika. But to have a strong force behind us,
Yes.
now
Yes.
we're taking over. I can't wait, Tamika.
Because they're big, they're large.
That's what's up.
That's the goal.
So
That's
go
the
to
goal.
events, guys. Just because you don't get paid doesn't mean it's not for you. Go to events that you feel is very promising, very strong individuals. Go, network, collaborate. I gave my business cards out. I'm done. I gave everything out.
Right.
I met promising directors, writers. I mean, I lived there for the past 3 to 4 days. I was there, and wasn't it worth the experience, Tamika?
Absolutely, absolutely,
So,
all the way.
We're
And
doing it. We're doing it again next year. We're a part of that, and we're going to come in and run again another part of the OIFF.
Nice.
Big shout out to Tamika. I'm telling you, she helped change my life right now. She doesn't know it, but I've been telling her. She probably don't see it yet, but she helped change my life. Yolanda Noli from Radio and Radio and TV. And also Dr. Alexander. If it wasn't for these women,
Right.
we want to be where we at right now.
That's
And
awesome.
we changed the game. We
Yes.
changed the game, Tamika.
So Tamika, how can we follow you? How can our fans follow you and see what you have going on?
They can follow me on Instagram at ITS Tamika TAMIKA_joy, or on Facebook Tamika Joy. Twitter the same. It's Tamika Joy. Or go to my website, Tamika Joy.
And Tamika, we have your track.
Okay,
don't we?
yes,
Hey, Prince of
this
the
is
South.
The first.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna pull it up.
Okay.
So you guys, you got her information. We appreciate you, Tamika, for coming in, and we will get your track played on the air.
Did you guys hear the thunder through the microphones? 'Cause
Yeah.
I did.
I'm
Insane.
looking at the cameras, and man, the cameras you can even see.
Oh no, crazy! So God willing, we get that back up in the process. But in the meantime,
Yeah.
we have Miss International World,
Yeah.
the CEO, Miss Angela.
Oh, that one was good.
She liked that one. We was all together on this.
Yeah, Miss Angela, did you see me representing Miss Latina International Puerto Rico out there in Orlando International Film Festival?
Yes, that's right. I know. I was looking at those pictures. That looks absolutely fantastic.
Come, I represent it, Miss Angela.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, you know what, Mimi? You keep going. You'll probably start hosting the Daytime Emmys, the Oscars, the Golden Globe Awards. Just keep going.
I receive it. When you got power women behind you,
Yeah. You know, it's so funny because when I was just saying, when I work in my office late, I always, just put the TV on just to see what's going on. And, of course, Superman comes on, and I said, geez, that's what I need is a cape so I can be invincible, just fly and have all those powers. I said, one man can put a cape on and be also powerful.
that's it. But Miss Angela's powerful herself. She's got big things in the making with Miss International World and Miss Latina International. Miss Angela, I saw you post the crown for Miss International World, the new crown. It's like double my size. It's insane.
What?
Yes.
Bigger than yours?
I mean, yes, I'm shooting for that.
All right.
Yeah, well, that Road to the Crown, they want to make a book out of that now.
Wow. Insane.
I think that'll become a bestseller.
Come on.
Yes.
It would be because you've got so many women out there that want to get into a pageant but don't know which pageant to get into.
True.
So if they could read a book, which is called The Road to the Crown, and read some memoirs and that, Ed would say, okay, I think I'll go to this one. And for women that want to get in the pageant but don't know why they want to get in, or if they don't think that that is something for them, this would be a good introduction for them to actually read. And it would be good for any woman, for any pageant she wants to get into, to actually read something like that, The Road to the Crown.
Wow.
So, yeah. So I definitely, after this next pageant, we'll definitely start working on that. And then today we got some very good news that we are now going to get a Miss International World Bahamas.
What? And we're going to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah. In fact, Layla from VIP called me today. She's going down there the end of July to judge the Miss Bahamas Universe pageant, and that same director would like to send us a girl. So they're going to be crowning a girl at the same time.
Whoa.
So now we are going to have, and I already sent the press release down there. So they've got the press release. They're going to start advertising it on Bahamas TV. So we're going to definitely be getting now a Miss International World Bahamas.
Wow.
That's
Bahamas
wild.
TV, that's insane.
Very nice.
Man.
Yeah, I mean we're actually growing. So I was real happy about that. And then, of course, we're going to start our Pageant Planet contest coming up this Monday. So, which is that's going to be good because that's going to give all the contestants an opportunity to get some votes in, raise some money. Whoever raises the most, gets the Pageant Planet People's Choice Award.
Wow.
And then we're actually going to donate some money to charity. We're going to do it to Ukraine because of my association with Max from Dancing with the Stars. We could have Max write a forward introductory in our pageant book this year.
Wow.
In our pageant program book. And, I have a meeting with the cruise line tomorrow. I know they're not going to go for that astronomical figure, but if they would ever just put Max on the ship, Max doesn't even have to dance. All we have to do is advertise it. We got Maximum Shirkowski from Dancing on the Stars as our special guest. You know what? There's going to be lines around the port trying to get on that boat.
True. That would be a great sign.
Yeah, it would actually. But just the fact that we're going to get Max to write a forward in there, this is big for us because that's like one of the biggest celebrities we could get, except for Prince, who's Mr. Air Force One.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You know, with Prince is Air Force One, you don't get any bigger than that.
Come on.
I know that's right.
Yeah, I mean, right now, you know, Prince is flying around in Israel and all that place, so, you know, you don't get any bigger than Air Force One.
Yeah, I'm ready to get on Air Force One too, Miss Angela.
We got to get some Air Force Ones for real, some kicks.
And hats and shirts and all.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's when you get on there, that's an unbelievable plane. You may not want to get off.
Miss Angela, real quick, you have some contestants that are on Planet Pageantry where they can vote. What does this mean?
I'm sorry, say it again.
You have the VIP, if I'm not mistaken, it's called Planet Pageantry. It's a website to where some of the ladies are going to be on the website so you can sponsor them or donate to them.
Yeah, well, VIP pageantry, which is good about them, is they cover Miss Universe, Miss World. So they're like, you know, one of the biggest media outlets for pageantry. And we're also going to do New York Fashion Week with them.
Wow.
And, yeah, and we definitely, when she's here, we got to get her on the radio show because Akshanta, I just found out today, is going to come into the States probably right after Labor Day because she's going to be doing New York Fashion Week, and she's going to be here right straight through till the pageant.
Goodness gracious. And Akshata is Miss India. She won last year on the cruise ship, and she literally came from India during COVID, stopped in multiple countries, had to be put away, separated for 2 weeks to each country before she got here to compete. She's a beast.
Wow.
And look at her now, New York to down South Florida, and insane. I mean, these women are insane. And she's a doctor, guys.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, now she went into several countries because of the whole COVID thing, then came into the United States and bagged the whole thing. I was like, better person than me. I ought to be half dead doing all that. But no, she did a great job with that. That was great. So, and of course, we know Crazy Lamont will be back.
Nice.
Lamont is an insane actor in California, and he's like in everything, literally Publix commercials, and he's insane. So he hosts this show every single year when they compete on the cruise to the Bahamas.
Nice.
Well, what Mimi will be doing, and Prince, you're going to like this because we're going to have a group that some of them are going to sail out with us, some are coming for the luncheon, but these are the people that give out the Lifetime Achievement Awards from Joe Biden.
Woo.
So Mimi's going to host that and help give out the award.
Yes! Yes! Last year on the ship, I actually host, and I was a co-host for Lamont.
Right.
And then on that stage, is when the ladies won, is when they told me I needed to compete, and those ladies are the ones that got me involved. And it's insane. Like that's why the women are helping us, each other.
Right.
Got to.
I love it. I love it.
to.
It makes me so happy. So, Miss Angela, how can we find your work and all the updates for Miss International World? Also, sponsors or investors or anybody wants to compete. How can we find your work, Miss Angela?
Well, you know, the best thing is if you travel Mr. Air Force One, you always go where I am.
Yeah.
We got to get you an Air Force One.
But
Receive it.
Let's start by saying every Wednesday night, okay, you can find me on Peace on the Streets, give you all the updates. On Instagram, you can find us on Ms. International World. On Facebook, you can find us under my name, Angela Basilico, or, of course, Miss International World on Facebook. And let's not forget that probably can track me in London, England, August 24th to the 28th. For 100 successful women in business.
100 successful women in business is huge. For all independent people that have their own businesses, they honor them. I was an honoree, and now I'm going to be in their book. And they're selling it around the world.
Oh, man.
You want to join an organization and something larger than yourself, guys, because of these women, these guys. I've been on billboards 3 times, and now I'm in a book. So, ladies and gentlemen, Miss International World, the CEO, Miss Angela.
Angela. Thanks, Miss Angela. Peace on the street.
Let's go.
Welcome back, you all, to Peace on the Streets radio show. I'm your host, Prince of the South.
Ow, with
and
your
that
girl.
was Morris Day.
I thought you cut me off.
Gigolos get lonely too. Right
Hey.
here on Peace on the Streets, you guys. We got another special guest on tonight, you guys. We got a full show.
We do.
Now, her name is Shanja.
Yes, we have Sandra on the phone. If you actually don't know, I actually assisted her family with the No Fault group.
Oh, nice.
They were involved in an accident. And I made a
there
friend
you
out
go.
of the deal. And she's telling me about her businesses. She's a hustler. She's called me multiple times. She gets in. Ladies and gentlemen, Sandra, come on.
Sandra.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Mimi. That was phenomenal. You are a hustler and boss queen yourself. So it's all gratitude to you, queen.
Oh, thank you so much. I love it. I love women empowerment, guys. I love to stick with the women because they make things happen. And Sandra does. Naturally, she's a hustler. You know how many times she called me to make sure that I was going to be on Zoom and I was going to listen to exactly what she has to offer. So, Sandra, please tell the audience, our audience, what do you have to offer? What are you doing right now? It's very strong.
Absolutely. I mean, right now, it's definitely a part of a movement. We're just bringing Wall Street to Main Street, helping people tap into the investments in all areas, whether if it's crypto, the foreign exchange, stocks and futures, indices, commodities. It's allowing an Afro-Latina who's 6'1" to tap in Wall Street conversations. So just true education for minorities to become the majority. So that's what we have to offer. If people are interested in wanting to learn more, they could always contact my Instagram, Visionary C, or contacting my phone number there, my business number, which I could provide here shortly as well. But that's what we're doing. We're helping people really understand the markets more, even during the scariest times right now. People are more concerned about the recession, but the truth is, if you place yourself in position, then you and your family will be ahead of the game by the time the year ends. And that's all we have to do right now is just put ourselves in position.
Now, people think it's a lot. They have to have a lot of money to invest. Is that so? Can a person start off with maybe $100? I mean, because a lot of new people, they be like kind of skeptical about spending.
They think you have to throw down $1,000 to show a movement or something.
Can they start out with maybe $100, do something for the kids? 'Cause they say if you do it, anything for 60 days or 90 days, it's become a habit. So I'm just saying, so is it, what's the amount that they can start off with?
Absolutely, and I'm so happy that you said that it takes 60 to 90 days to create a habit. And honestly, if people allow themselves 60 to 90 days here, they can truly do a lot to their income. But you don't need a lot of money. You can start just with $100 to invest in. It depends what you want to invest in, but it's not things that you always have to always put money into it. It's called a compound effect. Let's say if you start off with $50 with your broker there, your 50 will then become 70, then it will become 120. You're going to compound your money. And that's something that we're able to teach in with the financial literacy that we have. Because the more you're able to compound your money, then you see a larger return as well. So you don't have to keep putting money into the markets. If you are, then you're gambling, and we're not here to gamble. We're definitely here to profit.
Most definitely. I love it.
She's teaching you literacy of it, and I didn't really get it until she put me into a meeting, and I started to understand it more.
Okay.
It's so important, guys.
Yes.
You got to stay open-minded. You got to give these guys a chance to tell you. They're telling you these things, and it's the future.
And and a lot of times people wonder why they say white people are ahead of the game because they do the stock market. True. They are serious about the stock market.
But they learn at a young age.
Yeah, they start.
And it gets give it to them knowledge at a young age.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Right.
They make them do it. They have no other choice.
Really, and they have generational wealth. Because they're being taught. Generation to generation.
A lot of times we get our money. What we doing? Buying gold, buying rims, and things that doesn't make money. You know what I'm saying? We should be. It's not. It's okay to
like
buy
an investment.
You can pass down entire stock portfolios, and once you pass that down, it's like residual income for your kids.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Trust funds,
Exactly.
things
But
like that.
speaking about that, since the kids are the youth, which is our future, we should teach the children how to invest while they're still young.
That's right.
Because if
That
they
too.
invest while they're young, like $1,
That's right.
and then when they're 10, they're investing $10. By the time they're 20, they already have their whole college fund.
Come on,
Yeah.
Kiana.
Yeah.
For
Come
sure.
on. So,
That's exactly it.
Sandra, do you teach the youth as well?
I'm sorry?
Can you teach the youth as well?
Absolutely. I mean, to be within the academy I'm a part of, you do have to be at least 18 years of age.
Got it.
But there are a lot of parents within the academy who are providing this education to their 9-year-olds, to their 13-year-olds. Even my daughter, who's
Come on.
4 years
That's
old,
me.
understands when to buy and sell in the market. She literally said, Mom, are you trading? So, it's a blessing because if we're putting it in front of them early,
That's
their eye gates and their ear gates enhanced for them to realize and understand that wealth is within them and how they create it. We are more so raised that if you're not born in wealth, you can't be wealthy. And that mindset hasn't taken us anywhere.
That's
So now it's about the generational wealth and putting ourselves in position to really achieve it. And someone mentioned passive income, and it's true. At the end of the day, it's a blessing how even cryptocurrency is saving people's lives right now around the world.
Wow. It's something, gosh, it's just so mind blowing, like how just everything is changing.
And fast.
Going towards this. This is you.
Yeah.
You know a lot about this. Do you have any questions for Sandra? Because you get in on this stuff.
I mean, I got a lot of questions, but we don't have a lot of time. But I would like to say basically, if you can just let us know, what kind of brokerages you use. Do you have, any, substantial, fees for making transactions? And how long have you guys been doing this? Because, of course, how long you've been doing this is pretty important.
Yeah, absolutely. When it comes to broker advice, I am not any financial advisor or am I partnered with any broker to speak on that. But when it comes to it, the type of broker that you're thinking of is more so of a stocks broker because with the style of trading that we have, the foreign exchange opens up Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern and closes at 5:30 p.m. Eastern in the U.S. So what does that mean? That we have more opportunity. You have all of that time frame within those 6 days. Doesn't matter if it's...
So that you're talking about monetary exchange funds, but do you also do stocks?
Well, we do also have a stocks academy that comes out. I do intraday trade stocks. I do.
Okay, so when you trade stocks, what brokerage do you use to trade stocks?
So the same broker that I use for my commodities and indices and currencies, I do trade off of MetaTrader for it. So when it comes to it, how, do we trade it and how are we looking at it, what strategies, obviously all of it's included within the academy. But MetaTrader 4 is a third party. It's not a part of the academy.
Wow. It's over my head. So I'm going to really get in and learn this thing because it's so serious.
Yeah.
Sandra, you are amazing. How can we find your work and how can we get to you?
Absolutely. So I could definitely provide my phone number here, and anyone can contact me on social media, Visionary C. But my direct line would be 689-214-1810. Again, 689-214-1810. And I completely appreciate all of you tonight.
Oh, thank you so much, Sandra. She's so well spoken. I love her. So the flyer is up, guys. If you want to contact her, it's on our Peace on the Streets page, Instagram and Facebook. Again, if you're interested in learning how to invest in the largest markets in the world, contact Sandra at 689-214-1810. Ladies and gentlemen, Sandra!
I'll be calling you soon, Sandra. Peace on the street.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. You all have a great night.
Thank you.
Right here on Peace on the Street.
I got some insight by Tamika, and now Kiana's looking it up. There's something going on with R. Kelly in prison, and we're going to talk about that after the hour.
Yeah, all right then. That's going to be like entertainment news.
Yeah, I can't wait. And Mikhail Michaels, God willing. Now, our power went down, guys, so we're kind of trying to put up audio within Shade Tree and a musical artist, Tommy Spalding, that's here. So bear with us, guys. Also, Tamika's track, bear with us.
All right, so we got a special guest in tonight. How you doing?
Good.
Is this your first time on radio, guys?
Mine.
Oh! Congratulations. So tell us about your business, guys.
And tell us your name
Exactly.
and all the good stuff.
Well, Laura.
I'm Laura, and I'm the office manager for Green Source, Florida.
All right, pull yourself a little closer to the mic so we can hear you.
Hi.
And I'm Tony. Everybody calls me Mr. Rebel. I'm the CEO of Green Source, Florida.
All right. What does that mean, Mr. Rebel? Why is that?
It's just a nickname that's tagged with me since child. Let's just say as a child, I was a different person.
I think all of us are. That's why we're here.
Yep.
So give us a background, guys.
We started Green Source about a year ago. It's been a long journey. I started in entertainment, just like yourself.
Oh, wow.
So you asked if it's our first time on radio. I've been on radio multiple as
Wow.
a DJ in the islands and so forth. So born in Miami, raised in the Bahamas, kind of always surrounded by a green culture. And throughout my years, I've seen so much of my friends and families' lives just been distraught by simple charges because of marijuana here and there. And I've also been a part of the opioid crisis, seeing friends and family being distraught because of opioid addiction, pills, just because of simple reason, depression, anxiety, and on and on. It seems like they're just happy to give pills for everything, and the pills are just destroying us. So it was an easy choice for me to kind of dive into the world of alternative medicine, and I'm happy that the government is kind of allowing us to be a part of it.
So please explain this, alternative medicine.
So, as you guys know, cannabis has been around for thousands of years.
Yes.
It's been introduced by the Asians maybe about 2,000 years ago is the first recordings of it, even though they say some traces of cannabis or hemp use have been traced back to the ancient Egyptians.
I believe it.
Yep. So it's been a herbal medicine, just like all herbal medicines, which is the base for all pharmaceutical products today. So basically what pharmaceuticals do is they go to nature, they find out the DNA of a plant or whatever, and they replicate it and produce it, as a byproduct of things that aren't from nature. And because of that, our bodies reject it. So even though it does what it's supposed to do, the side effects are greater than the benefits in most pharmaceutical products.
We know this.
Exactly. So if you guys ever watched a TV commercial about anything, Viagra or whatever.
We call this out all the time. It's like we could cure this, but you get a heart attack, you get a seizure, but we could cure this.
I mean,
it's like
side
you're
effects are unbelievable.
But let me say this, guys.
Had diarrhea for 20 days.
Let me just say this. How is it legal? How are we able to do this to people?
Exactly.
Like, you hear it. We all hear it. So, and you know what you're saying? They don't mix that with your doctor, like pediatricians or just a doctor. They don't mix those two together. And if you're asking for help for naturally, they will say, we don't know.
Well, my doctor
Sorry.
does. My doctor does.
That's
because
good.
I wind up signing up. I wind up signing
Your
up.
your physician sent
Yes.
you to a herbal.
Yes.
Okay. They
That's
don't
very
talk
rare.
about it.
That's
Exactly.
very rare.
They don't talk about it and they don't refer you. You have to find your own way.
No, well, with my doctor, they have a person set up there to sign you up.
Oh, where your
right
doctor
there.
at, Prince? Because I never heard of this in my time.
Yeah,
Because they don't
I'm just
refer
saying
you to
about
these
my
things.
doctor. I'm
I
just
see.
saying, but he does. He got a person right there that can sign you up to get your medical marijuana license.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah.
Because
That's
typically,
very, very rare.
That's
it
how
is-
I wind
very
up getting
rare.
it.
it is rare. Don't let's keep it real.
Okay.
It's rare. Physicians don't talk about
Okay,
it.
yeah, and because he was like about the pills and everything. He's like, we got the medical marijuana girl there, and I told him my symptoms, and I went and got my medical marijuana card, and
There's just like specialty
You know.
doctors don't talk about it, guys. Because I had a son that has a specialty doctor, and when I went to try to go off of the medication that literally had X bones on it that you can die from, I didn't want to do that, and they're like, sorry, they're only going to give you medication. That's that. So how can we find to you? How can we know where to go? And are we
Yeah.
allowed to just go without a referral, physician's referral?
For sure. We have basically what I operate as a medical clinic, just like any other clinic, except we only diagnose for one purpose and one purpose only, is to see if you qualify for one of the 9 state qualifications for medical marijuana.
You can just
And
walk
what
in
if-
without a doctor referral.
And
can
what are
walk
some
in,
of them? What are some of the things
We
you
have
need?
cancer, HIV, Crohn's. The most popular one, of course, is PTSD.
Wow.
Now, with PTSD, it's a broad symptom. It's a broad diagnosis. So let's say, and which I would say everyone in this room
has some type of trauma that they have experienced.
Right, exactly.
With trauma, you have sleepless nights, you have anxiety, depression, you have an onslaught of symptoms that comes along with it. And all of those can lead to a qualification to get you registered into the medical marijuana user registry of Florida.
Do you fill out like a survey, or like are they asking you these questions, or am I not allowed to ask this?
No, of course. Well, the process is pretty simple, and if you do come into the office, Laura will be the one that you'll be dealing with. So I'll let Laura go on ahead and.
And Laura's in the building.
Hey.
I am here. We do have a full medical intake form where you do specify what it is that you're coming in for. If you do, if you meet one of the qualifications like PTSD and stuff like that. So our whole intake form just takes in your information, and then from that, it's a pre-qualification to see if you do certify for getting medical
On the
marijuana.
spot.
On the spot. We
Yes,
have
on
3
the spot.
licensed physicians that are always in our office.
Wow.
Yep. So you can walk in, you can make an appointment, and we have our first day open on Monday, the 18th, coming up.
Nice.
Big
Congratulations.
deal, guys.
Congratulations.
Big deal.
And
Ready?
people,
Yes.
I'm sorry, a lot of people saying that with the medical marijuana, oh, you're taking drugs. A lot of y'all, we on drugs anyway. All them doggone pills. What you think we are?
Yeah,
That's
but the
what
doctors and
drugs.
physicians are giving us, yeah.
The doctor tried to give me 10 pills. I said, no.
I can't believe this
I take a
thing.
lot of stuff herbal, and then they told me about the medical marijuana. I kicked them, to the side. And even with high blood pressure, it's a high blood pressure tea. It's so many different things that you can do with the herbal. So you guys don't look at it like you're smoking drugs or doing drugs. You're taking damn
It's past
drugs
that.
anyway.
But we already know it's past that, and it is herbal. It comes from the ground, so it's past that. We got that, and now it's legal though. So now we
Yes.
can make it happen. So how can we find where you guys are located? Your phone number, website, please. I know I got the business card. No
Let the
worries.
people know.
Yes, announce it to the people, please.
So we're downtown Orlando,
Good
right
call.
off the 408, off of Bumby Avenue, literally 2 minutes from the highway.
In the Milk
Super
District.
convenience in the Milk District. We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6. You can check us on our website. It's greensourcefl.com. You can also email us at info@greensourcefl.com. You can check us on Instagram. You can check us on Facebook, TikTok. We're about to be everywhere.
Yes,
That's it,
guys.
you guys.
You guys are so young. God bless your souls. We're so proud of you. We're definitely going to have a lot of people look into this, and I'm going to share this on our page, guys. If you could see the card, we're going to share it.
And we'd like for them to come back.
Yes.
We want you guys to come back. I mean, kind of get deep into it. You know,
Definitely.
sometimes it's
Yes,
hard to
break
get
it down for
everything
us.
out in just one time. But we would love to have you guys back in the house, you
And
guys.
let me just throw this out there right there. I know you said, people think about smoking. At this point, like you said, Mimi, we've come so far in the industry, you don't ever have to smoke any kind of flower.
Right.
The industry is so dope. Like
You don't have to smoke it.
Something
Got
Right.
that?
This
Edibles.
is my favorite way is.
Oh wow, guys! If you guys gotta go to WOKBradio.com, check out the website. You could see it right here.
Nice.
So guys, check them out. Check out the background, their information. They're on Peace on the Street, so they're official.
Yes.
Thank you so much
ma'am.
for being with us, guys.
Thank you.
so much,
Thank
Green
you.
Source. We appreciate you guys. Check them out.
And we got a full show tonight.
Come
we
on.
had 50,000 people in this station tonight.
But not only that, we have recording artist Tamika in the building, and literally came from Maryland to be with us, and
Got some
Orlando
blue crabs
International
with you?
Film Festival Blue Crabs, Tamika. I mean, if we don't get this track up due to the weather, I'm gonna have to have you sing, Tamika. I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to
you
have the
gotta
audience
say
hear
something.
you, and make sure your microphone's close to your mouth, please. And then we got Tommy Spalding in the building,
Dude, what it
straight up
do?
from Tampa.
For Florida, baby.
Come
Yeah.
on. And literally,
Yeah.
we've been like writing each other for so long. You are impressive. You got a fan base. Your music videos are insane. Good quality, good
Thank
jingles.
you.
Like, what got you to be a part of this whole musical world? And do you write your own tracks?
Oh yeah. Not only I write my own tracks, I write like tracks for everybody. You know what I mean? I even had a what was that? Atlantic Records. They offered me a contract to do write for a lot of celebrities. But I turned that one down because they told me I couldn't do my own music if I was to do that. So I turned that. But yeah, I write for a lot of people. Tampa Bay, whole Tampa Bay, St. Pete, Clearwater, Tampa. I write for a lot of people.
Oh, you got that Tampa accent. He's like straight up from Tampa. You born and raised there, tell me? Where?
I'm actually born in Georgia.
Oh, that's that country.
But I moved away like 5 years old to Florida. So
Oh,
I'm a
got it.
Florida
You're
boy,
Floridian,
Yeah,
brother.
he is.
You
Yeah,
straight
Yeah.
from Florida.
Oh,
What
yeah.
what got you into the art that you do? Because honestly, Tommy, you got a big following. Your videos are insane. I mean, it's very entertaining. I like your music. And you're invested. You've been put all over the place in the city of Tampa and more so.
Oh, yeah.
How did you get yourself out there? how did you put yourself out there for independent artists?
Well, this had actually all started. You know what I mean? Like I used to like some of my background. I used to be like a real big gangster, you know, like real big gangster. I was out there. I was facing like 30 years in prison.
No way.
I did a lot of stuff that I'm
Slugging
not
and thugging?
too happy about. A lot of stuff I'm not too happy about. And but what happened was once I faced all those prison years and I witnessed so many friends die and you know stuff like that, I decided to like I used to do gangster rap. So I decided to start like change all that and do like positive rap. You know what I mean? I wanted to be a vessel to tell people to don't kill, don't sell drugs, don't do drugs. Like, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna do this full force with it. So I already knew like from the streets I was taught that it take money to make money. You know, I'm like when you out there, you know, selling drugs, you gotta actually spend money on drugs to sell the drugs. So I use like all those principles towards something positive now. So I know that, you know, for example, if I want to be on this huge radio station, even though you're supposed to, you know, I ask them, you know, what it's going to take, you know, and get on there. So like that. So I started investing myself heavy, and yeah. So now I'm here. I'm just
so you took your skill from the street and reversed it to business and to make it to what you at today, which is a smart move.
And that's what a lot of people tell the guys that's out there hustling. I mean, if you hustle out there, man, to get on your feet, then take it and flip
you
the
can,
game.
absolutely.
And I like what he's saying now. I think all the artists need to be held accountable for what the music that they make.
The lyrics,
These
you know, some of them are going to
minds,
prison because of the lyrics that they're saying.
The young minds are listening to this, and they thinking this is how it really is.
They're holding their words against them.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, it is, but sometimes they're fairy tales. Like Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls was not a mafia on the street like that. So it was some things were fairy tales. I'm from New York, so we know a lot about him. We've seen him grow.
Well, it's called Studio Gangster, baby. I can sit there and write. I can write all day about all the things I can wish I was doing and everything, but you can't be doing that in the street. I mean, and you're trying to make a living too. So I like that you have changed the game, man, and put something positive out there, because them kids are listening to it, and with the things that they own, the drugs or whatever, they thinking this is how it's supposed to go, man. So,
but what got you focused to get out of that,
shot.
Tommy?
Say again?
What got you focused to get out of that?
Oh man, if I tell you about that, I'll tell you. I mean, I'll tell you the truth.
So, let's go.
I'll tell you. It's gonna sound crazy, but I'll tell you flat out the truth. So like I say, I was out there in the streets real hard. My biggest goal and dream was to be the biggest drug dealer that ever hit America.
Wow.
That was my biggest dream to go, to be the biggest drug dealer. And I had organized a team of people that I knew for a fact that killed somebody. So I went like handpicking these people that I knew because like where I'm from, the killers don't get caught. You know what I mean? But in the hood, you know who killed such and such. You know, so I went handpicking these people that I know for a fact killed somebody because I know they real soldiers. I'm the general. You know what I mean? So I had went and got like about 15 to 17 guys that I knew for a fact that killed somebody, and I told them that what we're gonna do is this. We're going to go to every trap in Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater. We're going to tell all the dope boys stop selling. We was going to kill them. And he was going to take over the area. Then I was span from those cities to the whole Florida, to Georgia, to, you know, to whole America. But what happened was, me and this one guy, we was beefing. We was looking to kill each other. He was a notorious gangster too, where I'm from. So yeah. So we was looking to kill each other. And so for example, he showed up to my cousin's house with some guns, and he was looking for me. My cousin called me up and said, "Yo, this guy here with a whole bunch of guys with guns. What you did to him?" I said, "Tell him to stay there, cause we could all die today." So I got my guns. I drove away to the other side of Tampa, whatever. Skip all that. Basically, what happened was this. At the time, I ain't believe in no God. I ain't believe in nothing. I just want to be the biggest drug dealer ever. And so. It's going to sound crazy, but Jesus actually came to me in a dream.
Whoa.
And he was telling me that he didn't condemn me or nothing. He was just telling me that he's going to take care of the guy that we was going to kill each other and stuff like that. And then, so I felt all this love and stuff like that. I feel like super love, like love that I can't describe, like more powerful than you loving your mama, your husband, your wife, whatever. Wow. And I felt like he told me he was going to save me. I felt all this water washing me, whatever. And then a week later, I ran into the guy that me and him supposed to kill each other on sight. I ran into the guy in a whole nother city. But at this particular time, I didn't have my gun on me. So I was thinking like, oh my God, he's here. I don't got my gun. It's supposed to be like death on arrival. Like right when we see each other, one is gonna kill each other. So I seen him in a whole nother city. So I'm blown away. Like, yo, is that him? So he started looking at me like, yo, is that him? Cause we know the city. I said, so first thing I said was, I don't got my gun. But then I said, you know what? I ain't no punk either. So when he noticed me, we started coming towards each other real fast. You know, I threw my setup. I'm calling him every, name it is. We doing both same things. But then he kept on telling me, he kept yelling, stop, stop, stop. And I'm still got my setup. And then finally, he was like, yo, I just want to tell you, man, I'm sorry. And then, he gave me a hug and he moved to Miami. So it was like, you talking from a person who didn't believe in God at all. I didn't believe in no God or Jesus, none of that stuff at all. Huh. He came to me in a vision in my room. I see my room and everything. I see the cloud. Whoa. I see him with a white robe on and everything. Whoa. So when you have an encounter like that, I'm still, do not get me wrong, I'm still far from perfect, but I ain't gang banging no more. But
God bless you.
When you have an encounter like that, it's hard to, put a bandana back on, put your guns back on, even start rapping about killing. One thing about me, I done been on every radio station you could think about.
Come on.
And DJ K-Slade just passed.
Did he? Did I miss this?
Yeah, DJ K-Slade in New York. Yeah, he passed a couple months ago.
Is it COVID?
COVID. He passed. He was in a coma. He passed. But one thing I was telling him on live on radio station was, because he was telling me that, man, you doing all this, doing all that, whatever. And he was saying, what make you unique? And I was telling him that same thing I told you. What made me unique is you got so many rappers that's promoting. They almost like brainwashing the youth to kill each other. You know what I mean? Destruction. So I would tell on that same radio station, like I'm saying now, I'm telling my job is, my mission is, because I'm supposed to be dead when the dude saw me. But Jesus had to come to me and tell me he's going to protect me and all this like that. And then we seen each other and then the guy hugged me and moved to Miami. So because of that right there, I'm here to say that, we got to put the guns down. This radio station called Peace in the Streets. But before we got peace in the street, we have to have peace in our souls. We have to have peace in our mind. We gotta put the guns down. And I feel like right now you got like 95% of rappers that's promoting killing. So I almost feel like I'm that little 5%, whatever. I'm like Superman against all these villains. Somebody got to do it. You know what I mean? I done been a Jay-Z office. I done been in so many record labels that told me, we love what you're doing. We love you so talented, but can you just talk about, selling drugs, killing what sells?
They really told you that?
They told me this to my face, and I told them, this my boy right here, LEP. LEP done been, he witnessed the record label meetings, all this like that. I done told them, keep your money. I'm not doing it.
I can't believe they're telling people this.
I believe it. I mean, this is what sells.
So they're manipulating. So they are the ones manipulating the people. They are the ones.
And those are the people that we should
go against, fight against.
Hey, we're not gonna let you put these music
out. Absolutely not, because it could hurt a soul. It could kill someone. It could have killed Tommy. But putting that in the back of his head, he could just run right back to it.
Yeah. I want to hear his track. I want to hear what he's
saying. So we got the track, Tommy.
Tell
us about the track.
Now, this track right here, like I was saying earlier, this track right here is I have a couple on BET.
So proud of you.
But the one I wanted to play tonight is actually the one I said I was featured on. So this is more like, this is not the one that's on BET. The one BET is actually, if we could put that one up, we could listen to that one, because that was like a real message to it. I do my music with message to it. But the song that I was saying I wanted to play tonight was actually for my friend. I like to look out for people. So it's actually my friend's song featuring me. So it's more like a fun song. It's called the Tampa Wave. But howsoever, if you do want to pull up the one for BT, it's right on YouTube.
What's the name of the one in BT?
It's called Change Gonna Come. It was actually like remember Sam Cooke did Change Gonna Come?
Yeah.
And so it's actually like we sample that song.
It's impressive. So Tommy has decided to put his friend that sings and him rapping. So he's featured. So he's featured us because he wants to have this put out to support his friend. What's your friend's name?
So my record.
Yes. Make sure it's recorded. Yeah.
So my friend name is Zayo.
Oh my gosh, Tommy's falling, ladies and gentlemen. Come on.
Thank you. So that was Zayo's song featured Tommy Spalding, Tampa Wave. Make sure y'all go get on all platforms. It's Zayo. First time being on the radio, her song, whatever. So make sure y'all go get every platform, all right? Spotify, everything. Go get it right now.
Good looking out on your peoples too, Tommy. Like, that's what's up. And literally, you had a flat tire on your way here, and you still made it to the studio. Like, that's dedication, that's passion, and we love that. Big shout out to my team, because our power went down. Something was trying to stop us tonight, but we made it happen. The power went down, and Neo got it back up on the USB. That's why we messed up on putting that track on before Tommy. But we got his track on. Prince, you're the bomb. Like, I love my team, guys. Thank you so much, Tommy, for being with us in Tampa.
Thank you, brother.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
I'm so proud of you. I've seen you grow so fast. Like, you're everywhere now. What's your next goal in the next 5 years?
Well, right now, like I said, I'm on BT, MTV. I'm on like every radio station, worldwide magazines. So right now, I'm actually into movies. I done been actually in 4 films right now, but now me and LEP, we're writing our own movies, but put our own movies. We're talking to Netflix right now.
Come on, guys.
Just a whole bunch of stuff. Trying to get our own television network where we can interview artists and on television, and we put our own commercials out. We have like. He got 3 different clothing lines. I had like 4 different clothing lines.
This is insane, guys.
We put our own commercials on television. Just everything. We just entrepreneurship. We just want to, take everything. Positivity is what we're trying to do.
And if we can help you on this mission, let us know.
Oh, thank you.
I love how you fought against the grind of what they were trying to tell you to do. And this is like mainstream guys, that could have just delivered to him with money. But he went against the grain, and he stood for himself, and he kept your values strong. And that's big. That's deep. God bless your soul, Tommy.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, more than Jay-Z was Dell Jam, was Sony.
I can imagine that feeling.
Sign the dotted line. Just all we need you to do is just talk about selling drugs. What sells? Everybody said the same thing. You're so talented. You're making all these moves, but we just need you to talk about what sells. So I told everybody.
So magic,
crazy, right?
It gets me angry. I don't know. They can never put me there because I'll just call it out. I'll walk out. I'll stop it. So maybe just God brought me here.
But a lot of people, they fall for the trap. Everybody's not strong enough to walk away, man. Because they're hungry. You know what I'm saying? At least you had other options and other things that you can do. But a lot of people, this is it. So what you want me to do? Sign my name.
He's a strong force. So you're really influential. You're really teaching the young people, really to focus on what's right.
Thank you. Because, I feel like, it's not enough money to give me, to make me influence my people. And when I say my people, I mean blacks, Latinos, our people to do the wrong thing.
Come on, Tommy.
I done been there. If you really from the streets, like a lot of this rap stuff now, these guys not from the streets. These was nerds, these was lames, and now they finally got a name, so they lying about everything. But if you really from the streets, then you already know your job is to tell the youth don't do that. Because that's gonna get you in prison.
Yeah.
That's gonna get you in the graveyard. So if you really from the streets, you're not gonna rap about what you're really doing if you really from the streets. You know what I mean? So number one, I ain't about to rap about what I did. Number one,
studio gangster.
Ain't no studio gangster. Number two, my whole mission is keep your money. If you want me to help my people go kill each other, please keep your money because I don't need it. I don't even want it. You know what I mean?
For you, man.
Like thank you. It's like I know number one, if I go influence millions of people to kill each other and go be on drugs and sell drugs, then I know it's gonna come a day where I'm gonna be standing in front of God on Judgment Day, and I'm gonna have to tell this man why I influenced millions of people, and I'm gonna have to pay for all those people that I influenced. So it's not worth it to me.
Yep.
And that's why the Ghetto Boys came out and apologized and said,
did they?
They was young and dumb, and then they signed it.
Because they were influenced, I guarantee.
And they was really hardcore.
Yeah.
But they did come out and apologize, man, and say, hey, you guys, we got it wrong. But Ludacris, he said he don't even let his kids listen to rap.
Yeah. Ludacris stopped rap when we were, in our generation. He stopped it, and he doesn't want to go back to it because of that. See, we didn't know these things. Why did they keep it quiet for so long, though?
But check this out, and I'm glad y'all brought that up because this is one issue I have. Like, for example, I was watching Cardi B, right? Everybody know Cardi B?
Yes.
And I was watching one time, she was on Instagram, she went viral because her baby daughter heard one of her songs and she was so quick to turn it off and get her daughter away from hearing her song. But you have...
Keep it locked.
That's
we got to
right.
get a song in,
Yes.
you guys. Keep it locked right here, the Peace on the Street radio show.
And we got to play Tamika song, too.
All right.
Let's go. Ow! how did you write about this? What was it about?
Well, it was funny. I was actually in the studio working on another song, and I had my producer in the studio with me, and he started playing some other beats while we was waiting for the other track to, get the engineer was working on. And so I just started singing to this song, and
it's so smooth.
It was like
it's real smooth, girl. I mean, it's real smooth. It's just riding, just like.
It's like it brings me back to like the bad boy, like Faith Evans ever, but it's real authentic R&B. Please, I'm sorry to interrupt you about that.
No, thank you. I definitely appreciate it. That's why I came down here, took Orlando, and really try to hear you guys' opinion on it. I'm 20 years back in the game.
Come on.
So, putting it back on paper, getting back, on the scene and just putting out content.
And what you doing now you have a family. You got kids and a husband, the whole 9 yards. And, sometimes people think this industry is easy, especially when you have a family.
Right.
But the thing is, when everybody's on board with what you doing, it makes things so much easier because there's less stress that you got to worry about. Right. So when everybody's on board and saying, okay, this is what we doing, let's do it. It's a powerhouse. So I know you got your family with you and all that kind of good stuff.
Russell Hustle Crew is what we call
That's it. Come
and
on.
give us your contact information, how we can follow you.
Yeah.
This
And how
time
can
is
we find
almost
your
up,
music?
y'all.
Yeah.
We're almost done in regards to I'm working on a video when I get back home, and we be able to release this song soon. So I'm excited. I always tell people have a good day on purpose. So
come on.
I had to make a song about it because it's all about just having that good day regardless.
How can we find your track?
Well, actually, it should be coming out soon. We're counting down the days in regards to the streaming. Making it official. So, but they can go to my website, TamikaJoy.com, or follow me on Instagram. That's ITSTAMIKA_JOY, and stay tuned.
That's it, guys. We're signing off right now. Peace on the streets. What an amazing night, guys.
Yeah.
There was so much energy, so many people. We had so many testimonies. Guys, don't forget, the saddest thing is wasted talent. Don't waste the gift that God has given you. Go full force and never let fear or intimidation stop you. Buenas noches, Orlando.